Hey y'all, what's up? It's Alisha. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing another get ready with me videos. I am like slowly falling in love with these videos because one, I get to do my makeup on camera and walk you guys through exactly what I'm doing. But I also enjoy just like chit-chatting with y'all, catching y'all up, just like us, just us having some girl talk. And so that is what today is going to be all about. For our makeup, I want to keep it like somewhat natural. I mean, that's pretty much me on a regular basis, but I want to do a little something, but not like over the top, kind of keep it somewhat neutral. And I'm on a time crunch, so I can't make this like too much of a beat face because I have things to do very, very shortly. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. For my primer, I'll be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. I love this primer. And then I'll also be applying primer to my T-zone area using the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. This stuff is also one of my holy grails. I get oily fast, and so this primer here like keeps everything together. So I'll first apply the Fenty Beauty Primer all over and then apply the Becca primer to my T-zone. So while I'm doing that, I wanted to just jump right into today's girl chat, girl talk, whatever you want to call it, topic. And it's a topic that I get questions on all the time, at least like 3 times a day. And I'm not kidding. Like I get this question so many times, and it is pretty much, how do I balance life as a working single mom? If you guys are new to this channel, you may not know that I am currently going through a divorce. I have like a whole video like that I posted back in like early January about like the whole thing. So go watch that if you're interested. But yeah, so I am now a single mom and I also work. So I work pretty much every single day. Like I have a full-time job, of course, so 9 to 5, and I do that Monday through Friday. But then I have like YouTube and just like content creating overall, which honestly takes up so much of my time. And I feel like now more than ever, I'm really like struggling with trying to balance out like the mom life, but also like working hard enough to provide the kind of life that Valerie and I, like what I want for us and what we both deserve. So the pressure is really on. And I have been trying so hard to like not put so much pressure on myself whenever it comes to that, because I am human and like life happens and I can't put like all that pressure on myself because I will end up going crazy. Like there will be days, y'all, where I just feel so overwhelmed because I'm like, I have to like cook dinner, take care of Valerie, bring her to school, go to work, come home, film some content, try to like have a social life. Like there's just so much that I'm trying to like balance out. So it's a lot, and I'm trying to like take it all in day by day and just figure out how to balance it all. And I think little by little, I'm slowly getting there. Of course, I don't think I will ever have it 100% down packed because like I said, life happens and things change and just something is always coming up to where it pretty much throws me off. But for the most part, I'm slowly getting there. So I wanted to go ahead and just give y'all some tips because I know I have a lot of moms that follow me and like want to know how I kind of keep things balanced, considering I do wear so many hats and I don't see myself slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I'll be like adding more to my plate little by little. So I am like having to really like figure out how to balance it all, how to like schedule, how to just make it all work. So I guess I can start by telling you guys a typical like day in my life as far as schedule goes, from the morning I wake up to when I go to bed. And that can give you guys kind of an idea of how I go about my days all throughout the week and try to get as much as I can get done. So I try to wake up, keyword there is try, but I try to wake up by like 6 o'clock, sometimes 6:30, but typically 6 o'clock. So what will usually happen is I'll wake up and I either do one of two things. I will either go down to my garage and work out, or I will take that time to edit some content, edit or film. It's one or the other. So usually I will do one morning where I work out, one morning where I edit or film. Then the next day I'll work out. The next day I will edit or film. So I'll do that for like an hour and 15 minutes. It kind of depends on what the day is looking like and what is on my plate, and just try to get as much as I can get done. So I'll do that first, try to knock out being productive in some capacity. Then I switch into mommy mode. So what I do is I get myself ready for school for work first. I do my hair and stuff, like put some clothes on, all that good stuff. And then I would go get Valerie. Valerie is usually up around 7:45, 8 at the latest. I have to be pretty much done getting myself ready by that time so I can go over to her room and get her ready for school. So that is like a 30-minute process for me. And then I go get her ready. And that's about a 15 to 20 minute process for her. By the way, y'all, I'm using the Tartelette Toasted palette, and I'm just using this shade here, and I'll probably go in with like this shade, a little bit of this shade, and whatever else I feel like using. Yeah, so during that time, while I have her up and I'm getting ready, I'm usually like playing with her, talking to her, just like asking how, you know, she slept and just all these fun things. Valerie's playing with Leia. Like we just have fun in the mornings. I make sure to really focus on whenever I'm with her, I'm like really present and I'm with her and we just have a good time. So I'll do that, get her ready for school, and then take her to school. So then of course, after I drop her off to school, I head to work. And so I'm at work from 9 to 5. And during that time, I usually am just working. Like I just focus on my job. But what I will do that has been helping me for the past few weeks is during my lunch break, I will try to knock out some more work. And that has been helping me tremendously because I can almost always get what I need to get done for that day during lunch. So whenever I get home, I can just really hang out with Valerie and then also take time for myself after she goes to bed. So during lunch, I'll either finish editing the video that I was, editing early that morning, or answer some emails, or, like just all kinds of stuff that I need to get done for all of my side passions, my side hustles, my businesses, whatever you want to call them. That's what I focus that hour on during lunch. So I knock all that out and then I go back to work and I work the rest of the day. So after 5, I head back home. I get Valerie, we, turn up for a couple of hours until she goes to bed. She goes to bed at, it's supposed to be 7:30, but I've been kind of like pushing it until 8 because I just love hanging out with her. And it's just, I don't know, the time goes by so fast after work to where I really want to just have that extra 30 minutes with her. So I would just push it and get that extra 30 minutes in. So she is in bed for sure by 8 p.m. Last but not least is my me time. And I am an advocate of having some sort of me time during the day. Whether that's in the morning and you're having to pretty much rearrange the schedule, or have it at nighttime, or what. But I am a true believer in having some me time. So whenever I put Valerie down to bed, that is my time to either finish my work for the day and then have me time, or I will just jump straight into me time. So I may grab a glass of wine, I may catch up on some TV shows, take a hot, warm bubble bath, like read the Bible, read a devotional, read a book, or even just listen to some music and like relax. Whatever it is, I am always trying to find some kind of way to enjoy time for myself, because I feel like I'm running around all day long from morning to night. So at some point I really have to take time to just sit and not do anything. That could be for 30 minutes or for 2 hours. It doesn't matter, but for me, it's just so important. And then that's pretty much it. I just hang out, I relax. I try to go to bed by 10 o'clock, but most nights it's 11, and that's pretty much my day. There are some days where I am a little bit more social as far as like out in the real world. So on those days, I will pretty much keep my schedule consistent all the way until after work. But on the days that I don't have Valerie, I will try to squeeze in some time where I can hang out with my girls, like go to happy hour, go, get drinks, go get some food, like just hang out and just have some, grown up adult conversation that doesn't revolve around work and just all the things that may stress you out. I love to have time at least like once a week if I can to just like unwind with people who are like-minded. So we make that happen, and those are my free weekends. But it's just all about balance. Like prioritize your day based on what is more important to you that day. If it's getting a project done for your business, get that project done and don't go to bed without getting that project done. If your priority for that day is to clean the house, you figure out a way and make a schedule to get your house clean and then make everything else work around that. If your priority is just to take a day to not do anything, schedule that in and make sure you have time to not do anything. There are certain days, y'all, where I can't even lie. This is y'all. We have made no progress, and I blame y'all because I'm talking so much and I'm not getting anything done with this makeup. And I said I was on a time crunch. This is sad. This is so sad. But yeah, it's just about prioritizing, figuring out what's most important to you that day. For me, I've come to the realization that I won't accomplish everything on my list every single day. It's just not going to happen some days, and I have to be okay with it and just let things just be. And I can't be so hard on myself because I used to be so hard on myself whenever I didn't get a certain thing done. But it's totally okay. Like, the next day, you just add that to the top of your list and you just keep it pushing. You just prioritize and stick to a schedule. My schedule, as y'all can tell, is planned out by the hour. Like, it's just easier for me to clearly see, okay, so from 6 to 7, I am working out or editing. 9 to 5, I'll be at work. 7 to 8:30, I'm with Valerie. 8 o'clock p.m. to 10 p.m. That's me time. Like I have to clearly see my just life hour by hour by hour each day. And that helps me to stay focused, but also make sure I am just getting a good balance of work and mommyhood and just alone time and all these different things. I am just quickly about to hit up these brows. I just didn't want the eyeshadow to interfere with like my brows already being done because sometimes it's just a mess. So I figured I'll wait until my eyes are pretty much done and then fill these bad boys in. And as usual, I'll be using the CoverGirl Micro Brow Pencil. And just like that, the brows are done. I'm going to probably apply some falsies, but that'll be like a little bit later on. But for now, I just want to go ahead and do this face, just knock that out real quick. So first, I'm going to take a foundation that I have been loving a lot lately, and it's a drugstore brand. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This foundation, I'm not sure if y'all have seen it in stores, but I saw it in Walmart like a few weeks ago, and I have been hooked on it. Like, it is so good, and it gives such a nice finish. It's not super matte, but it's not dewy. It's just like a very nice, like natural finish. And whenever I apply the Becca Ever Matte Primer underneath it, my makeup just looks so flawless and I don't really get oily in my T-zone areas, which I love. So back to our discussion about how I balance things out. I wanted to make a quick note because this is one thing that I've really realized that has been hard for me to do. And I'm sure it is just as hard for single moms and like single dads to do. But that is to ask for help. I am like the first one to admit that I am terrible at asking for help because I had this mentality of, I can do everything on my own, which is I feel like a good thing to have. But sometimes it can like hurt you because if you have so many things on your plate and you really need the help, you have to be willing to ask for that help. There are people out there who love us enough to help us whenever we are in need. And so for me, that's my family. And I've been learning to like ask them for help whenever I need help with like them watching Valerie or just like help with so many different things. If it's help with like my business stuff, help with going to an event. Like I have, slowly started to start asking for help. I even had to hire an assistant because I was feeling super overwhelmed with my schedule for like content creating. And so I feel like I'm slowly starting to realize that it's so much more beneficial to have help and to ask for help instead of drowning yourself in like all these different things that you have on your plate. It can be so hard. Even if you aren't a single mom, like I just highly suggest asking for help whenever you need it. I promise it makes such a huge difference in just like everything, your outlook on life, your outlook on getting things done. Like you're just much happier. You feel a little bit of a load off of you. Like it's so amazing. Apply a bit of concealer. I'm using the NARS Radiant Concealer in the shade Caramel. So yeah, those are my tips on kind of how I keep things balanced. I always feel awkward answering that question because I feel like I'm still learning and still adjusting to this, this new life and just adjusting to all the responsibilities I have, and just this whole transition, in itself has been, it's been a challenge. It has its good days and its bad days, but I feel like I'm always learning. So it's hard for me to tell you guys what I think because I'm not even a pro at balancing everything out. But I will say somehow, some way, you always end up getting it done. Like I just don't know. People ask me all the time, Alisha, how do you do all this? Like, how do you do it all? And my answer is always, I honestly don't know. Like somehow, some way, God always he makes it work. So I just try my best not to stress out about too many things. And just, like I said, just make a schedule and make a plan. But if things don't happen according to plan, I literally just go with the flow. And just rearrange my schedule, my week, whatever the case is, and just go with it. I'm not sure if I made too much sense when I was talking, but I really, really, really hope that helped. Because I really believe that like no matter what your circumstances, you can still get what you want to get done. It'll be harder. You'll have to work harder. You'll have to work more. It'll be a challenge, but I'm trying to tell you, you can get it done. Like you can. I'm going to set my face using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Deep. One thing I realized is that I feel like a lot of people are scared about like just like putting more on their plate, which I totally get. I totally 100% get it. Or they're scared about just putting themselves out there and just, like doing something big, like starting a business and things like that. And I'm just a huge advocate of like doing like whatever it is you want to do. So if you have like an idea in your head and you've been sitting on it for so long, like instead of like thinking about like all the reasons why you can't do it, think about the reasons why you can't. And I feel like that's like the motivation to like get it done. And yes, it is a lot of hard work. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm tired a lot of the time because I am always moving around and I'm always busy and it's just a lot of work, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love what I do. I love that I am able to support myself and my daughter and like not have to worry, like it's just, there's something rewarding about that. And for me, and this is just me, I think everybody is different. And there are some people out there who truly don't want to be an entrepreneur or they truly don't want to add too much on their plate. And that is 100% okay. I'm not saying you have to do these things. I'm not saying that you are lazy if you don't do these things. I'm just saying from my perspective and for the people who want to add more to their plate. It's literally all about just doing it, make a schedule, like just make it happen, do your research, like ask questions. It literally is a process. I think that some people, they see people like who have, more money and they have like, they're at a certain, tier, or they're at a certain status. And they see where they are now in this present time, but they don't think about all the work that it took for them to get there. Like most likely 9 out of 10 times, it's taken them years to get there. And so I feel like instead of us always trying to just get from point A to point Z, we have to start at point A and then go A, B, C, take those little bitty steps. Like I said, make a schedule, like plan out, okay, so today I'm going to brainstorm a business plan. So that is on your to-do list for day 1 or week 1. Then week 2, I am going to research vendors for whatever the business is. Okay, that's on your to-do list for week 2, and then go that way. It's literally itty bitty steps. It doesn't all happen overnight. The success doesn't come overnight. It's a process, baby steps after baby steps after baby steps. It could take you a year, it could take you 10 years, but you have to start it because you will never know if you don't try. That's why I'm trying so hard to figure out like how to get the information to you guys without like sounding condescending or sounding like I'm judging you guys, because I'm not. But I don't really know how to like, y'all can help me, but I don't really know how to like give more of that information without coming off as like rude or as mean or as like I'm being judgmental. I'm learning, and I feel like as I'm learning, I feel like I can pass down what I'm learning to you guys, because like I said, it's all a part of the process. So yeah, I just don't know like what y'all really want to know, or I just don't know. I really don't know. I don't know where to start on my part as far as helping you guys out more and figuring out what your passions are and figuring out how to make a schedule. Honestly, I would totally be down with y'all sending me a DM and y'all saying, hey, Alisha, can you help me figure out, you know, the steps in, you know, accomplishing whatever it is? Or can you help me, you know, figure out a schedule for, you know, achieving this goal? Like, I thrive off of that stuff. I love helping y'all. And I hope you guys can see how much I genuinely do love helping you guys, because I really, really do. It's so fun to me. And like whenever I know I've helped y'all, like I'm a happy camper. So if you guys can let me know in the comments down below, like other ways that I can help y'all achieve your goals. Like, what are your goals? What can I do to help y'all? What videos can I do to help y'all? Or just send me a DM on IG. But just please let me know, because I'm honestly always trying to figure out what can I do to help y'all, because I'm honestly always open and willing. If you've messaged me on IG before, you already know, you already know that I talk. I do not hold back. I legitimately will help you if you ask me a question. You have to ask the question though. Like, you can't just like give a general like thought. It has to be like a legit question, because I can't figure out the question for you. You have to ask me. But whenever you do ask the question, I like am always there to help. And that kind of ties back into my initial thought about how I balance everything out. It's just, I ask questions, I do research, and I, you know, like I said, I plan everything out, I make a schedule, and I just take everything day by day, prioritize, and just like do what I can. It's not always perfect. I haven't accomplished all my goals yet. I have a long list of goals that still haven't been accomplished, but I just take every day by day. I do. And I slowly get towards my end goal. So yeah, just do it. Just do it. Go for it. Like, don't be scared. All right, so to finish off this look, I'm going to apply a little bit of bronzer. This is the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NW48. For my highlight, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. So just applying that to the areas that I typically highlight. And this is a drugstore highlighter. All right, y'all, so we are just about done. I just have to apply my lippy and also my falsies. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly apply my falsies off camera, and then I will come back and show you guys my lip and just the overall final look. So my lashes are on. I don't have a lash number to give you guys because these are from the beauty supply store and they were just those like $1 ones. So I don't really have much to tell you on those. Now, to finish off the look, we are going to do our lips. And I'll be taking the NYX matte lip liner in the shade London. Next, I'll be mixing two lippies. This one is the ColourPop matte lip in the shade Dulcet. And then I'll also be taking this other ColourPop matte lip in the shade Sueño de Coco. This is how they both look. So I'm gonna mix those two together and just see what happens. I'm all about mixing some shades to get your perfect shade. So we just gonna see what happens. I love this lip combo, y'all. Like, it's not super neutral, but the camera isn't even doing it that much justice, but I love it. It's like the perfect, like, mauve, coral, maroon, like it's all kind of wrapped up in one, and it looks so pretty. And it definitely goes with the eyes and the earrings. That wraps up this look, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I love chit-chatting with you guys as always. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment down below how I can help you guys better with achieving your goals, making a plan, making a schedule, like all these different things. Like I said, I'm here to help y'all. So please let me know what I can do to help make you guys' lives a little bit easier and take a little bit of that load off. So yes, comment that down below and I will be happy to help and do some more videos or posts. If you guys really did enjoy today's video, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And as always, I love y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye, guys.